Hi, guys. Thanks for coming to Politics and Life. This is Jordan, and I have Dennis with me. How are you doing tonight, Dennis?
I'm doing fine, thank you. How about
Yeah,
yourself?
I'm doing great. I have the next 2 days off, so I can't complain.
That's good.
Yeah. You were you at the DNC this weekend? Like,
I was not at the DNC, but I was over at the park where the Palestinian protesters was at.
how crazy was it? Like, did they get confrontational with you at all?
No, because I did have my MAGA hat on, but I had this T-shirt that say FAFO Gun Club, right? So they didn't say nothing, but I had a lot of interview by independent journalists.
Right.
So it was like it was this guy. His name is Andre Williams,
Uh
and
huh.
he's out of Detroit. And he was showing up. You know, he was doing his thing. Make his cry out was "Make America First again," which I agree with him and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
it was a small group, including me, against the Palestinian protester, which they didn't do too much or say too much of anything
That's what I
about it.
heard.
Right. But what really disturbed me is that they protest about Palestine and none of them don't live in Palestine.
Yep.
That's the thing that really, really bothers me is that how you going if you really want you know, go there and protest or go
This
there
would have
and
been
fight,
insane.
well, wherever the case may be. But anything else, that's the only thing they was doing. Just you know, they was protesting against Trump back in July when he was here, and now they was protesting against the DNC. And
Wow.
I believe that those protesters was funded by George Soros. I truly
Yes.
believe that.
I'm glad you said that because I was going to bring him up actually when you were done with that because Vashawn said they weren't confrontational with him and he was dressed in his MAGA gear as well. So it's almost like when they know all the cameras are on them, that's when they start to stir up the pot. And I feel
Yes.
like also with the past few months, how this administration has kind of disregarded the Palestine side, which I agree they should just all move there. Um, in a way, I feel like they've gotten closer to Trump. Now it just seems like they're just going after the DNC in any way they can. So I'm for it. It's like a civil war within themselves right now.
Pretty much. And then, they are very disrespectful when they burn in the flag and stuff. And I agree with Trump. They should do 1 year of prison time if
Yep.
you burn an American flag because uh, if you go over to Palestine, they're not going to protest about what's going on here in America. They won't do that.
No.
So, you had a group of communist and socialist organizations who was there at the park. So it was like it was a madhouse there.
Oh, I bet.
it was a madhouse. But the police did a wonderful job. They
I'm glad.
restored law and order and stuff. So they did a good job. I give them credit for that.
Yeah, it's sad. You know, George Soros is funding all of this, and what are the cops supposed to do? I feel like they're just like in a pickle these days. I feel terrible for the way they get treated. And then, like, if they have to react, then they're like labeled as a racist or they get fired or something
Hmm.
happens to them. It's so disrespectful. I think that we should give them raises plus hire more as long as you are like not a corrupt cop, because I know they're out there, but a good cop. We should take
Hmm.
care of them.
Yeah, they did a very wonderful job. I mean, they did not take the bait from some of them agitators.
Right.
They did what they supposed to do, and they maintained law and order during the DNC. Um, Another thing was the way that uh, Andre Williams was there. They tried their best to agitate him, and he just put it out there. He just really,
Did
really
you said Vivek?
no. This guy named Andre Williams. He came out of
Oh,
Detroit. He's a veteran, and
oh,
he's pro-American as well. And he just stirred up the pot with them. He got in their face. He's like, "Come on, bring it, bring it." and stuff. But the cool thing was that the fact Ramaswamy was there, I didn't know until somebody brought it to my attention.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get a close up shot with him and stuff, but it was so many reporters there. And he had reporters around him, bodyguard, and this I don't know who this guy was. He was the leader of the. He was supposed to be some kind of a leader, and he told Vivek that he's not welcome in Chicago. And this is the thing that really bothered me. They here for about 15 or 20 minutes worth of fame, and then they gone the next day. They're not going to come back to protest about the lack of education, not only here in the
Yep.
school system in the city of Chicago. They're not going to go to Los Angeles. They're not going to go to New York. They're not going to go to none of these major cities and protest the lack of education. They're not going to protest about the price of gas that's up. They're not going
Yep.
to protest the price of food that's up. They're not going to protest on how high rent is. They're not going to protest about nothing. They just
Or even the borders or homeless problems. It's just
not
Palestine.
especially the border, especially the border, and especially the homelessness. They're not going to protest it. But what he did, well, one of the socialist protesters, I just call them, they just morons to me.
Yeah,
But
very stupid.
yeah. So what he's trying to say is that they trying to build something as far as a socialist capitalist game, and neither one don't make no sense for blacks and stuff. I'm like, you don't speak for us and
Right.
stuff. We have to speak for ourselves. But that leader, he just told the vet, you're not welcome here.
Yep. He
You
said
need
he
to
was
leave Chicago.
racist.
Yeah, he was. Come on, that he's Indian. You can't get
I
no
thought,
racism.
yeah. That was hilarious. A white guy with the mask
Mhm.
on telling an Indian that he's racist and that he needs to go away.
Right, right. It's really, really ironic that he said that too. And another thing is, if you so bold and you for the revolution, why you need mask?
Because yeah.
Why you hiding you don't need to hide your face. Be an adult and do that.
Yep. Yep.
Show your face and
There's
stuff.
a reason why they're not showing them, I believe. It's because they're funded.
Yeah, they are funded. They are funded. The whole Palestinian protest march, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, they are funded.
Yep.
They are funded. I just wish one day, hopefully when Trump is in office, he'll find a way to freeze that asset.
Oh, yes.
If they could freeze it and stuff, that the organization will be dismantled and stuff. But but that's the Justice Department right there. They need to find a way to freeze up George Soros because
I agree.
he put money into the DAs. He put
Yep.
money into everything that's anti-American. And
Yep.
my question is, if you feel that way about America, leave. I tell everybody,
Me
leave,
too.
leave.
Yep.
We don't need you here. If you don't like what's going on in this country, besides the money, then leave. Get you a passport. Get you a one-way ticket to any choice of your socialist country: Venezuela, China, Russia, uh, North Korea. You got choices.
Yeah.
Go. We don't need you.
I agree. And you know what the craziest part of it all is goes back to what you said. They don't protest that illegals are killing Americans on a daily basis in their own home country. They care about people they've never met, they've never
Hmm.
seen, and they will never even meet in person. They care more about these people in a different country than they do about our own people at home. It just
That's right.
amazes me how obsessed even like it's this obsession, and I don't get it. It's like every 4 months they need an obsession. First it was BLM, then it was trans movement, now it's Palestine. It's like their flavor of
Hmm.
the month.
Right, right. I believe that the less we give them attention,
Yes.
I believe that the more they will try to break up. That's what I believe and stuff. But just like they say, how what's his name? Nick Fuentes? from the Proud Boys and stuff.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a fan of him. I used
But
to be.
now I'm gonna tell you something about the Proud Boys. I talked to them back in 2020 or 2021. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And I had to talk to them, and I had a really nice conversation.
Oh yeah, they're
They
good people.
they are good people and stuff. They're not all about trying to promote racism or anything else.
Oh yeah, they got bad. Yeah, they got a
Yeah,
bad
they have a bad rep, but they not gonna put a bad rep on Black Lives Matter and or Antifa and the Palestinian protesters and stuff.
right.
And I believe all this right here are Democratic plan.
Oh yeah,
This is
definitely.
planned by the Democrats and stuff.
Yeah.
And I've tried my best to watch some of the speakers during the DNC,
Oh,
and
so
I listen.
difficult.
But all of them was saying,
Hi,
"Oh,
Gina.
hi, Gina, how you doing today?" Um, I noticed they didn't say nothing about the policies. All they did was blaming Trump.
Yep.
So it was like an entertain. I call it the entertainment convention center. That's what it was with the DNC. And what they did, they just bringing all these stars here. They had Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, that was so cringe.
Yeah, it was
So
very
cringe.
quick. They had Obama. You know, this the first time. This is the first time Michelle and Barack been in Chicago since they did a groundbreaking of the Obama Library.
I
That's
had
the
no
first time.
clue.
Yeah, that's the first time he's been in Chicago. You figure that you had two powerful, iconic figure, the Obamas, and and then you look at them and you figure with all the shooting that's going on here, with all the crimes that's going on here, and you figure they will come down there and try to ease the tension.
Right?
Michelle and Barack have not came at all. Oh, Gina want to know what's the topic.
Oh, we're talking about the DNC convention, Gina, and then probably going to just react to a funny video in a little bit of a guy trolling the DNC really hard, and it's hilarious, actually. Hey, y'all can do opinion. Can y'all do opinion on MAGA rappers? Actually, I just did a reaction to Tom McDonald. I'm not sure if you've heard of him, Dennis, but he is one of those
Yeah, I have.
Did you hear his new song that came out yesterday?
No, I haven't heard it yet.
Oh, would you possibly want to listen to one?
Sure.
All right, so it just was released yesterday. It's only 3 minutes, and yeah, it's really good. I did a reaction to it, but I love Tom McDonald, everything he puts out.
But I want to answer Gina question.
Yeah, that's fine. No rush.
Most of the MAGA rappers are really waking up and stuff, and they owe Trump a lot of gratitude because some of them was facing
Yeah,
prison time, Ralph. So most of them rappers had enough with the Democratic Party anyway. So that's one thing about it. They had enough.
right.
Yeah, so that's one thing about it. And Tom McDonald, he make a rap song after rap song like
Yeah,
every week.
yeah. He's my like he actually is my favorite. When I actually came across him like a year, 2 years ago, I was
Hmm.
listening to like ghetto rap because I grew up just around people that listen to hood music, and that's what I listened to. And then
You're right.
I started digging into like the political rap industry, and it's yeah, independent like Nick Natoli, High Res, Adam Calhoun.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of good rappers out there these
They
days.
are. They are.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Yes.
Tom McDonald, yeah, I'd say he's number one, kind of leading the charge, though.
No, yeah,
Yeah, he's hitting.
definitely.
Yeah, he's like number one on like every track.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's one thing about it. Another thing is we got to be careful about what I witnessed at the DNC. Now during the DNC, it was a lot of shooting that was going on all week.
Really?
Yes, during the DNC convention, they were still doing some shooting over there. So, yeah, and all that security that they had going east of Chicago, all the way to King Drive. And I've been through a checkpoint. I have not been to a checkpoint since I was in the military. And I had to go through a checkpoint to, you know,
That's
to drop.
crazy.
Yeah, but I understand the security and stuff. I
Yeah,
understand.
high tensions.
Yeah, I understand. And then I don't know if you heard, but somebody puts maggot in the food, taking it to the hotel.
Really?
Yes, they was putting someone was putting maggots in the food.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. You know what I also heard is you know how they have the paid propagandists, little young TikTokers there. There was
Yes.
actually a video that went viral yesterday. They thought this was clever. Two of the DNC paid puppets influencers actually bragged online on TikTok about getting dick down. And
Mm.
yeah, it's been going viral, and a lot of Democrats have been saying, "Dude, this is not a good look for the Democrat Party. What are you guys thinking?" But I mean, it's nothing new. They sexualize everything on the left, as you
They
know.
do. They
Yeah,
do.
especially when it
Hi.
comes to the
How you
children.
doing, Hope? Yeah. So that's one thing about it, and another thing that the Democrat they more for LGBTQ rights.
Yep.
They not expressing no rights for the children whatsoever. Even Kamala speech didn't say nothing about closing the border. Didn't say nothing about the education system. They ain't say nothing about how we're gonna stop crime. They ain't say nothing. The first thing she want to go after is guns.
Yep.
That's what she want to do. She want if Congress don't comply, she gonna sign an executive order. This is really a dangerous time right now
Yep.
because we're got what 75, 74 more days before the presidential election and stuff. So everything is, the stakes are really, really high. Uh, period and stuff. Now they now I heard some people want to vote for Kamala, just like that young man who was confronting everybody over there at the convention that you're gonna show that video and stuff. And he's the same thing. Like I tell everybody, they don't have a policy. Kamala Harris and Tampon Tim don't have no policy whatsoever.
Yep. Yeah, and I believe this is the first time in history I haven't heard like a single policy plan. I think it's what just abortion on demand, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And
That's
open borders.
Yeah, that's all the Democrat have is abortion.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Did you see that Texas sheriff come out in support of Kamala the other day at the DNC, pretty much lying about Trump, saying,
Yeah,
"Oh, he could have passed the bill, the best bill ever." Yet 3 months ago, he was on MSNBC complaining about this administration.
yeah. He was. I hope if he run for re-election, I hope he loses.
Definitely. Oh, by the way, huge endorsement from RFK to Trump. Do you have an opinion on that?
Yes, that's really gonna cringe the Democrat Party right there. That's going. I mean, and Trump said he gonna put him under his administration too. So
Yep.
it's a win-win for both of them, right offhand. And that, but see, I believe I believe that would have been a tight primary race if the Democrat, you know, would not stop, would have not took uh RFK Jr.
Yep.
off the ballot.
Oh yeah.
That's why I think that was a revenge plot coming from RFK
Yep.
myself. You
I was
know,
actually. Oh, what were we gonna say?
he suspended his race for president, and then he decided to go ahead on and endorse Trump.
Yeah, you have to give him respect. I feel like he
Yeah,
definitely
I
deserves
think
respect.
I think that was a good move. I think that was a move of revenge
Yep.
that Robert Kennedy Jr. did on the Democrat.
Yes, I agree. You know Tucker Carlson, obviously, right?
Yes.
So he was reacting to that today about Robert Kennedy dropping out, and he said that Trump and him were talking, and Trump saying that he's going to put him in a position where he can pretty much undisclose all of the files in regards to his uncle and father getting killed. And
Yes.
Tucker's like, what a better person to put in charge of those than Robert F. Kennedy. So I
Hmm.
really think this is a very like almost like historical moment where most of the country's united more than ever before. Would you agree?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, it is true. That's true too. Because you remember during the campaign of when Biden was running for president back in 2020, he's a unified president. I see more division going on now in 3 years under Joe Biden presidency than I did with Donald Trump. I can't hear.
Hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry about that. I said, and it's almost crazy. There's almost too much news sometimes happening to keep up with in a day. It's like crazy stories being unleashed every day.
Yeah. Yeah. That is true. I just want to know, is Kamala Harris going to debate Trump on Fox News?
I think they're gonna lock him up beforehand. Because doesn't he have his court case coming up before then?
No, it's delayed.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
You talking about which court take? You
The
talking
one
about?
with in New York, not over the files. Who's the I forgot. I think it starts with an L. Because he has a few in New York, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. I know one
With lore something, I believe it starts with lore something.
yeah, and another one is with Letitia James.
Such a joke.
Yeah, she didn't have nothing else to run on but to try to go after Trump and
Yep.
stuff. Her and Alvin Bragg, especially, and crime is way out of control. Just like crime is way out of control here in Chicago under Kim Fox. And I was talking to a young lady, and she said that a security personnel at Home Depot got arrested for shooting a couple of migrants because they
Oh,
was attacking him. They was attacking him.
oh, self defense.
It was self defense, but they charged him for shooting more than one round.
Are you kidding me right now?
Yes,
Where was this at?
here in Chicago at Home
Oh my!
Depot.
How? Like, where are you supposed to live when they're trying to attack you? I don't get it.
I don't get it either, but I think they just more uh, patronizing the illegal immigrants
Yeah.
more than the voters.
And yet they get all of this police, all this security. They build a gate. I thought walls are racist, and why do they have a gate up for their DNC convention? Just as usual hypocrisy.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, do you see what Gina said? She said, "Did y'all hear about Vivek at the DNC and the confrontation on the Benny show?"
I was there. I was there.
Yeah, he was literally there.
Yeah, he was literally there at the park, and so I didn't get a whole full glimpse. I got a small glimpse, and he was like looking at some of um, the socialist protesters. It was like he was just triggering. It's like he was triggering them.
Yeah, and then they called Vivek racist, as we already previously said, which is just insanity.
Yeah, yes, it was very ironic that they said that. Now you have a white liberal Palestinian protest march. You have black Palestinian. Now, what do they have to do with Palestine? They don't live in Palestine. They wasn't born and raised in Palestine. Why do you so much want to protect Palestine? What is it that Palestine got on you in order for you to protest?
Yep. Well, in the end, too, they're all funded by George Soros. So I mean, they can use these same people for BLM or the
Yeah.
Palestine or anyone, and they just show up on buses in thousands. You know what I mean? Get
I,
this.
be- I believe that's the same thing that happened on January 6th at the Capitol too. I believe that it was Antifa under the funding of George Soros.
Yes. Yes, he funds everything. Yes, Gina. They hate the Palestine crap. It's
Yeah.
probably one.
And I confronted them and I told them, you was here from Monday to Thursday, and I guarantee you Friday, nobody out of sight, out of mind. And guess
So
what? I was
fake.
right. Yeah, they are so fake. They are phony. And I would like to confront that so-called leader of the Palestine protests that got into Vivek Ramaswamy's face and told him he's not welcome. I would like to get in his face and question him. You
Yes.
are a white liberal, probably coming from the suburbs. Maybe you came from your mother's house and stuff and gave your Xbox game a break. So now you decided you want to be over here on TV to, to make fame off of somebody else.
Yep.
And I would like to get in his face and let him see, like, look, you did not, you don't even live in Chicago.
Yeah, like why are you here?
Yeah, right, right. And that's one thing we really need to do is pressure these protesters, put the news media, put pressure on the news media because they gonna continue on protecting Kamala Harris
Yep.
and Tampon Tim.
Damn.
That's what they're gonna do. I was
I love
wondering
it.
how can an adult, a man, his statue put tampons in the boys' locker room? I would never have a clue. And so if I had a son and he's at that school and he run to me, Dad, there's a tampon box over in the boys' restroom. I would yank him out that school.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, these people don't even know basic biology. That's why you can't take them as serious people at all.
Hmm.
They're just making a mockery of God on a daily basis. They're making a mockery of
Yeah,
school,
yeah,
everything. They're just making a mockery of everything, and
yeah.
it's. I
And
think the people are sick of it.
right, and those same protesters will probably go to college for one. They go to college, waste, don't finish the semester because they too busy testing out the latest street drugs out there,
Yes. Yep.
and also they that's one thing they do. So, do your parents a favor and do me a favor. Just leave.
Yes. Yes.
Just leave. We will not miss you. I guarantee you, I will sleep real good if all of them just uh, if they just catch the next flight.
Yeah. One way ticket.
The
Don't come
one way
back.
to don't not you're not coming back. Don't call your parents' house collect. Talking about, hey, I want to go home and stuff like that. You should have thought about that when you mask yourself up and try to vandalize half of the city. And
Right.
something. I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe these major cities that was under fire during the 2020 riot, the so-called Summer of Love. I think it's going to take a long time for them to recover economically.
Oh yes. And
That's why I truly believe.
And then on the other hand, all of the empty spaces are being overtaken by illegals. So I'm trying to think of how this is going to happen when Trump gets in, like without Americans dying at a mass scale. Like
Um, you
unless they bring
talking
the military in every city.
well, then you don't. That be under the 16th Amendment right there. So I don't think Trump want to do that, Ralph, and because then that will definitely mark him as mark. He'll be marked as a dictator.
Right. Well, they do know where the big at least trafficking houses are. I guarantee they know where all of them are. So at least take them out, I would say, or do
Yeah,
something.
take them out. That's right. And I would like to encourage everybody to get a firearm, please, because crime is. I mean, crime gonna happen in their neck, in their neighborhood too, and stuff. There was a mother that was on Fox. She was crying her soul out because her son got killed by a criminal, and the count and the state attorney is not giving them no response whatsoever. Like he just another dead victim.
That breaks
Deal
my
with it.
heart. That
Yeah,
kind of stuff really hurts me because
yeah,
I don't have kids, and I could
right.
imagine I had an animal that I feel like it's my kid. I couldn't imagine giving birth to something in my specimen and dying and then not getting even a reaction or a response. What
Hmm.
disrespect.
Hmm.
These politicians don't give two shits about us.
No, none of them, because the Democrats they're not going to talk to you until the election cycle start, and then when that election
Yep.
cycle start, that's when they're going to try to do what need to be to benefit them. Let me put it to you that this way.
Right. I agree. Oh, by the way, I had a couple videos saved of after the Kamala speech and Benny and another person doing interviews. Do you want to react to them real quick?
Sure, go
All
sure.
right, yeah, I saved a couple funny ones that we could react to. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, there you are. I'm trying to find a better filter screen. Let's see. There we go. This one, I think
Trump or Kamala? What do you think? Trump or Kamala Harris?
Oh God, it's Kamala definitely.
Yes.
1000%.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your favorite thing Kamala's done in the last 4 years?
Honestly,
Yeah.
actually, don't use this.
You want to respond to that?
That's a journalist. He should really go and work for one of these conservative news organizations.
Oh, Benny
'Cause-
Johnson, yes.
Yes. Yeah. And I guarantee you CNN and MSNBC Hee Haw would not do anything.
Yep.
Mhm.
So yeah, and of course they can never, when they're like called on it, they can never give like a single example why they love her. They just love her.
Yeah, that's what it is too.
Kamala Harris. Yeah, Kamala.
Kamala, why?
Well, she's honestly, I don't know.
Okay,
She
well,
does
I'm
a lot
not.
more.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not super knowledgeable, so I can't really speak too much on it.
Because Trump sucks ass.
Yeah, pretty much same thing.
Wow.
Trump or Kamala? What do you think? Yeah. Do you know who Tim Walz is? Who is he? Is it?
They don't even know what's on
Oh
their
my
shirt.
God. Oh
They
my
don't. He's
God.
literally wearing a shirt.
Oh my God. Did he really say that? And it's on his t-shirt? Did he really say that? It's on his t-shirt now.
It just amazes me. People like, we can't take these kind of people seriously, but there's a lot that are like this. But I think they're a
Yeah.
small minority. I really believe they're small.
I
minority.
mean, was it because they were they dumb by accident or they just practiced it?
Oh no, it's like all races these days are all like, to an extent.
Oh no, I'm talking about the
dumb.
one who want to vote for Kamala Harris because
Oh,
they
yeah.
because if you ask them what policy did you like about Kamala Harris, they're not gonna give it to you. They're gonna say,
Yep.
"Oh, she's the first African American gonna be president and stuff." And then what about Obama when he was the first he was the first African American man who
Right.
was nominated president, not for only once but twice.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you a little history lesson about
Oh, yeah.
this.
Yeah.
The majority out of 51 Democrats that's in the city council, the majority of it'd be like 26, probably 26 are African American city council member.
Uh-huh.
Then you have a black county president. Then you have a black mayor. Then you have a black lieutenant governor. All of them are Democrats. Every last one of them are Democrats. Now, Pritzker could have stopped this, and he decided not to do it because he figured it's a humanitarian thing. Newsflash: the voters are the one who's doing a humanitarian thing by voting you in.
Yep.
Same way with Tony Prewinkle, same thing with Brandon Johnson, and same thing for the at the city council level. So I'm not going. I did my mistake twice when I voted for Obama. I'm not going to make that same mistake when November 5th come around there knocking on the door and say,
Yep.
"Hey, vote for Kamala Harris." For what? Well, she's for the border. Yeah, open it. That's what she's
Right?
good for. She's good for that.
And now
You
they're
know?
trying to say she wasn't even the borders are. It's just ridiculous. What are they trying to
Yeah.
change it now to? That she was just put in charge of it, but not the borders are? What is the difference?
I don't know, but I know I could have sworn I saw that Joe Biden had, assigned Kamala Harris as the
Borders
borders
are.
are. Yeah.
Yep. That is
And
true.
And she didn't even show up. She was not even close. She was not close to the border. The only city she was in El Paso.
El Paso. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's where it wasn't busy, right? Or like that's where it wasn't bad. They were saying,
It
correct?
wasn't bad at all.
Because
So
it was just a staged.
yeah, it was staged. So my question is, my question would be, what kind of humanitarian thing that Joe Biden did that make the crime go up? You got these teenage girls, they getting shot. I mean, they getting snatched and raped and stuff. Look at what happened to Laken Riley and that other young lady out there in Houston, Texas.
Yep.
Now they can't tell me that if you want to ban guns, that's gonna stop the crime. It's not.
It doesn't even make sense. Like banning guns makes zero sense to me.
No, because they don't read the statistics. They
And
don't
they make them up. They also
They
make
make
them
them
up.
up, and also they make money off of dead people expensive. So you had this lawyer, Benjamin Crump. Let me put myself as an example. I shoot a 10-year-old with an AR
Mhm.
because that 10-year-old I'm thinking that 10-year-old had a gun.
And that's happening too, by the way. Like kids are doing this.
Mm-hmm. Because they figure they don't have no repercussion coming towards them
Yep.
when they move by their parents. The what's that cartoon? The Flintstone?
The Flintstones.
Yeah. If you look at the Flintstone, what do they have in common? All of them were family oriented.
Yep.
Even though it's a cartoon, and I
Yep.
love watching the Flintstone, but
Yep.
that's family oriented right there. That's family based and stuff.
Yep.
We went from a 26% marriage, and it dipped down to 75%. Nobody don't want to get married, but they want to be baby mamas or baby daddies.
And weren't minorities at the most highest rate at 1.2?
Yeah, they was. But when
That's
you
crazy.
have these feminist groups like the Me Too, then
Oh,
you
yeah.
have the LGBTQ, the alphabet people. If that's what caused things. I was downtown. I remember 40 years ago, downtown State Street flourished with business. You could go and say, I want to go downtown. Today, it ain't that many business. And I think there's going to be some more business that's going to be leaving here sooner than later.
Yep. And that's the same as it is in every kind of like city, like downtown, Old Town Sacramento used to be beautiful, and now it's just broken down, homeless, tweakers everywhere. And by the way, I'm gonna comment on what Gina asked. She said, "Do you guys think that Michelle Obama is a man?" Do you want to answer that first?
I don't have I can't answer that question.
I've never seen proof of her being a woman, but
me either.
Me
either.
You know, France's first lady is a dude, though. Do you hear about that?
Francis?
Yeah. France's first lady is really a guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, supposedly Bridget Amand or whatever her name is. She was originally, she says she has a brother, but the brother just disappeared randomly right when she happened to pop out of the closet, and then all of a sudden she has no pictures of her brother, supposedly, who just randomly disappeared, and then this new girl who's her sister just randomly. They have no pictures. She has no proof of anything, and yeah, it's pretty. And she was grooming France's. Who's the president there? The prime minister.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah.
He was a kid when they met. Like she was grooming him as a kid. It's crazy what's happening. So I wouldn't second guess. I would believe that Michelle Obama is a man until someone proves me wrong.
That's how I look at it. She even showed. This the first time she came to Chicago after the 2020 election. That's the first time she ever showed up.
Yeah, it's insane. Oh, did you hear her speech, by the way? Michelle Obama talking about no one should be, or growing up, our family didn't ever, I think she was talking about never strive to take more money than we needed. And she was saying you shouldn't be entitled to take all the money, and that her family never did that or something like that. And I'm like, woman, you live in like 4 different mansions. Who are you to tell Americans what they need to be doing?
Mhm.
They are such hypocrites.
We call it a crab in a barrel and stuff, but they know exactly what they're doing.
Yep.
They know exactly what they're doing.
They think Americans are stupid, and that's what I always say.
Mm-hmm.
So I got one more good reaction video if you want to do that, and then maybe check out
Cool.
The Tom McDonald song we were talking about doing, because I know they wanted us to do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right,
go for it.
sweet. This is the next Benny Johnson where he's asking about Kamala support.
I vote for Trump. I go for Donald Trump. Me too. I go for Trump.
Who are you voting for in 2024?
Trump too.
And why is that, man?
He the best president ever.
Has Barack Obama done anything for around here and
He
these?
never did anything since he been in office,
Yeah.
and I'm glad he out. Trump the best.
Barack Obama, I ain't got no message to him. I don't mess with Barack Obama.
Yeah.
No, I'm a Trump supporter. Trump do more for black people and care more about black people. And Barack Obama ain't black. Just let that be known.
All right. What about Kamala Harris?
I don't f- with her either. All Trump all day.
Yeah. What's your message to Donald Trump today?
Keep going. Come get us, man. We waiting on you.
I'm a Trump supporter, man. We gonna keep this going. Trump, he a real businessman. I'm a real Republican, man. I want Trump back in office second term.
So real quick, so I heard someone say this the other day, and I loved how they said, I think it was Vivek, and I never thought about this like this. He said, you know, when it comes to the presidential election, stop voting off emotion. This is a business transaction. You are voting pretty much to run the country. It's a business, nothing less. So I love that because it's true. It is true.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, but yeah, I love that. And that's in Chicago, supposedly. Do you see that everywhere? Like when you talk to people, just like everyone's for Trump out there now.
Mm-hmm.
I
the
absolutely
streets are
love
talking.
it.
The streets are talking. Yes, they are talking. I wear my MAGA hat almost 24/7. They look at me. Oh, you down with Trump? Yeah, me too. I can't wait till I vote him in. I need that money. Now that's the street. That's the street now. So if you want to get a straight up honest answer, go to the streets.
Yeah, that's true. And you know, that's what I did actually last week. And like I said, everyone was for Trump. I talked to every color, every like woman and men, and everyone was for Trump. So tomorrow I'm doing the same thing again. I'm gonna be doing a street interview tomorrow.
Okay.
I plan to. Gina's the best at asking questions on those.
Oh yeah, I'll keep on asking these good questions, Gina.
She said, Dennis, you think they'll vote though?
Do I think who will vote?
Let's see, you guys are smart. Oh, I think he was talking about the video we were reacting to of the people that said they were for Trump.
Oh yeah, they're gonna vote for Trump. I believe they will.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, because I don't think the way that the economy is and the shape this bad, the way that this country is, I don't think they can afford to vote for a Kamala Harris. I don't think they could afford for that because you think the gas gonna go up. Try $6 or $7 a gallon, and this is and Chicago haven't reached that high. The highest they got is
we have.
Oh yeah.
Or not yet, but under Obama days we did. We don't want it to go back to Obama days. That was bad.
Oh, okay.
It was like $7.50. It was crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine paying that much. All right, so we're gonna react to that song. You ready to react to the song? Because you haven't heard it, so I'm really curious what you think of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do that. And then if you want, I can let you go. I know it's probably really late out there right now.
Yeah, it's close to midnight and stuff. I gotta do. Daughter want me to do a little barbecuing at her house.
Oh yeah, I hope you have fun with them.
Yeah. I probably will.
Here,
this Tom McDonald right here?
Yeah, this is the brand new one that just came out today.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for it. There we go. Okay. Let's exit full screen. No, one sec. All right. Let's see. Can we see it? All right, we're good. So I'm unmute it. This is so funny. All right, here we go.
I think the world's gone brain dead.
Since when did everybody identify as they, them? Cut up all their penises and trade them for some fake breasts. I ain't homophobic, I got gay friends. I just think it's weird that the world's so offended. They tell us fat is beautiful, well, they taking Ozempic. They wanted to get rich and they started a pandemic. And they really want to win, so they're rigging the elections. Everybody's offended by everything every second. And anytime that I mention that men can never get pregnant, I get aggressively threatened by kids with 17 genders who think a word is a weapon and want to teach me a lesson. And it's crazy, P. Diddy diddling rappers and hitting women on camera. Conviction ain't gonna happen, hit the evidence. Instead of putting him in the slammer because he's too rich to be killed.
There's so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he talked about Diddy. He talked about locking up Trump instead of Diddy. He talked about the trans organization, people cutting off the penises. Only 28 seconds in. So yeah, I paused it to see if you want to say anything, or do you want me to keep on going?
Well, it's sad, but that's the reality that's in. And we really need to protect our children. We really do.
Yes.
We
That's
really do
they're
need
the
to
most
protect-
vulnerable. I feel like they go right after the children or the people who may seem stressed or they might need a little attention, and then they groom them into this. It's sad.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna push play now.
Okay.
Can't we try to fill a prison cell with the president? Born in Canada, move to the USA, where you're probably a racist if you're not gay. All of my blacks, all of my whites, if you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and or the genie, they, them, he, she, everybody needs me. All of my straights, all of my gays, all of my guys who swing both ways. If you got a weenie, tatas and pee-pee, say them, he, she, everybody needs me.
One the doctor. Tell him save me man. Me to see one rapper. Here, Chichi man.
I think the world's gone mad. Do black lives still matter, or is trans the new black? Every
Ooh, do you think that
Wow.
was a good comment, right?
Wow.
Yeah, I was curious what you thought about that.
I thought that was cool.
Right? It is. It's almost like, and then the trans is now to Palestine. You know what I mean? Like we were talking about. It's like every 4 months something new comes. Yeah, I like him. He's the best.
Mm-hmm.
time I rap, I got them crapping their pants. They having cardiac arrest like they all had the jab. It's weird, take a look at your history. You're yelling free Palestine. Look what happened when you freed Britney. Your children ain't gay, they've been watching too much Disney. Eminem fans praying Shady will diss me. Everybody's so triggered that I just keep getting bigger. They want a Morgan Wall in me like Tom McDonald said. I just want to know about which rich celebrities kiss kids. The Epstein list is hid from existence. I don't want to be nobody other than me. I want to choke the woke until they struggle to breathe. Hollywood is a joke and I'm exposing the creeps like Ellen Page and a man that she's squatting to pee. Born in Canada, moved to the USA. Probably a racist if you're not gay. All of my blacks, all of my whites. If you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and you're the genie, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me. All of my straights, all of my gays, all of my guys who swing both ways. If you got a weenie, tatas and pee-pee, say them, he, she. Everybody needs me. Don't call me a white boy, I identify as black. My pronouns are the ones you didn't use, so now I'm mad. My hunters go hunting while your hunters smoking crack. I can't say the R word, so y'all are handicapped. All of my blacks, all of my whites. If you on the left, if you on the right, if you got a weenie and or the genie, they, them, he, she. Everybody needs me. All of my straights, all of my gays, all of my guys who swing both ways. If you got a weenie, tatas and pee-pee, say them, he, she. Everybody needs me.
One the doctor. Tell him save me man. Me to see one rapper. Here, Chichi man.
Yeah, that's that song. That was more, I think that was probably the best troll ever, because he usually is like talks about more.
That put tears. That bring me tears
So
of
funny,
joy.
right?
Yeah,
Right?
love it. He should get. He should be nominated for the American Music Award.
I told him, I keep saying Trump should walk out to some of his music because
Yeah,
he's
he
always like,
should.
he's so American. I love it.
Yeah, that's true too. That is really true.
Well, let me let you go to bed. I know it's late and you got stuff going on tomorrow. Hopefully we could talk soon.
Okay.
Thank you for
well,
talking, Dennis.
Thank you for inviting me. You have a wonderful evening.
You as well. Have a good
Bye,
night. Talk
Gina.
soon. Bye, Gina. Bye.
Bye bye.